All right. Hello, HTC Eagles. Welcome. Before we get started, just wanted to share a couple of housekeeping rules with you all. Please remain on mute while our speaker is presenting, but feel free to drop your questions in the chat throughout the presentation. Please note we do have a Q&A portion set aside towards the end of the event. At that time, you can also drop your questions in the chat or unmute and talk to our presenter directly. April is Financial Literacy Month, and this week is Financial Literacy Week at HTC. Today, we are hosting an engaging conversation with our guest speaker and financial expert, Brandy Woods-Smith. She's pretty awesome. Today, she's going to share some tips and information about side hustles that you can earn real money from. And at this time, I'm going to take this moment to introduce Ms. Brandy Woods-Smith by reading her bio. She is a charismatic and passionate educator, entrepreneur, speaker, and consultant. After serving the public school system in her quest to help other aspiring entrepreneurs achieve success and profitability, she founded Powerhouses United, a business that gives education, resources, connection to funding opportunities for our small businesses. Without any further ado, I would like to take this opportunity to present you all to the amazing Mrs. Brandy Woods-Smith.
Well, hello, everyone. I am really excited to be with you. I'm having to do audio from one screen, and I'm going to be, my face is going to be on here on another screen. So I'm in multi places at many times. How many of you feel like you're sometimes stretched in many places at many times? Go ahead and put a yes in the chat. So she gave those wonderful, sweet housekeeping rules, but I'm going to give you the real housekeeping rules, right? The same energy you give today is the same energy that you're going to get. So if you come in at a 10, I'm going to come in at a 10, and we're going to have a whole bunch of fun. So the thing about me, and I love the one that she said, yes. She follows good instructions. The thing about me is I really, truly believe that you can live a full life and that you can have it all. So I really commend you guys for being in school and pursuing your education. I want to know who on here are first generation college students? Like, this is the first time in your family that someone is pursuing a college degree. If that's you, put me in the chat. I want to congratulate you. Me and my sister, we are first generation college graduates. And that meant a lot to my family. And the reason why it meant a lot to my family is because probably like your mothers and fathers, they made a lot of sacrifices and they wanted you to have a much better life. But because of that, you probably saw them hustle a lot. And there's a song that I love, and I normally play music, but technology wasn't being cute. And it goes, hustle, 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 hard, right? And a lot of times we've seen our families hustle. And there will be a day that you're going to be able to leave the hustle and you're going to be able to make all the money that you want in the career of your dreams. But hustle is not just about work. Hustle is about a mentality. Hustle is about you doing everything that you need to do to be everything that you need to be in this moment, right? And so I want you right now, I want you to forget about everything that's behind you. And I also, for a minute, I want you to forget about everything that's ahead of you, because sometimes we get so stuck in what's behind us and we get so focused on what's ahead of us, we skip the moment of opportunity. And as you see behind me, I have a sign that says, you create your own opportunities. And that's what a side hustle is all about. It's about you creating your own rules for life. Now, I don't know if you can turn on your cameras. I don't know if you can, but if you can, and it's permissible, I definitely would love to see your faces so I can know that if I'm on track and it's a or right? So thank you, Starlene. Thank you, LaWanda. Thank you, Josephine. Hey, Amy. Hey, Heather. I'm so happy that you guys are on. Hey, Gina. Hey, Evelyn. I love interaction. So I'm going to tell you some things about me in a second. And no, I'm not still in college. I know I'll be trying to look young, but these cheeks are well into their 40s. And I've been in my career a little over 25 years, but I'm going to try to bring you all of the spunk and the light that can get you from where you are right now to where you want to be. So if that's okay with you and you're ready to learn about how to make some real cash from a side hustle, I want you to put ready in the chat. And I don't know, somebody said they're in the doctor's office. Girl, just keep your headphones on and keep with it. I mean, just do whatever you got to do in there and be like, oh, I'm not talking to you, doc. Just keep on with it. I love it. I love it. I see a lot of readies in the chat. Well, I prepared a PowerPoint for you because if you're like me, you like to be able to see what the presenter is talking about. Can you guys, oh, wait 1 second. Let me share. Yay, you should be able to see the PowerPoint now. And let me go ahead and put this in present mode. And if you can see it, let me know. I'm going to keep my chat up the whole time. I will answer questions at the end, but I'm going to be looking for who's talking. And I think that they still have a few of my books in the student life office. So maybe you guys can go by and pick one up. So today, I'm already at nighttime. I've been up since 4 a.m. Today, we're going to talk about making your side hustle into some real income. So the first thing I want to know, and thank you, Erica and Tatiana, for letting me know you could see it. How many of you already have a side hustle? Like you have something that you do on the side to make money, whether that's babysitting, selling hair, cutting lawns, making t-shirts, selling things on Etsy. We only gonna talk about all the legal stuff. Maybe you're selling cold cups in the apartment. I don't know what you're doing. You driving Uber, driving for Uber Eats. Emily says me, Julissa says me, Daniel says not yet. Okay, so listen. I have literally been an entrepreneur probably since first grade. I used to go to the store and I would buy a bag of blow pops. The blow pop bag had 22 blow pops in the bag and they were $1, right? And I sold those suckers for 25 cents. That $1, I turned it into $5.50. Deborah, she's with me. The next day I could buy 2 bags. Then I started buying bags and giving them to other people to sell. And I'd be like, listen, you sell this bag of blow pop, I'm gonna give you a blow pop and $1. I was winning, y'all. Finally, the principal of the school was like, listen, he called my mom and my mom, he told my mom, listen, Brandy can't be at school selling candy. She's making more money than a fundraiser. And my mom was like, listen, I raised her to be a hustler. So she can't really get in trouble for that. I won't let her sell them in school, but she can sell them on the bus. All right, so I moved my enterprise. I was a mobile service way before Uber Eats. I really feel like Uber Eats owes me some money because I'm the one who showed them how to get money from a bag of blow pops, right? So that was the nickel bag I was selling. Y'all out there that know what a nickel bag is, you in trouble. I'm telling your mama, I don't care if you're 30. Yeah. Starlene, look at me. Okay. All right, girl. All right. So Gina says I made and sold jewelry. So really hustle is a mentality, but hustle is also another word for a job. I'm really excited about being here with you guys today. And I hope that you already enjoying yourself. Alex said, and at least that's the way I heard his he in the chat. So let's go ahead and go to our next slide. I just want to say welcome. I really love the fact that you guys are in school. I know school is not the way that it used to be. Some of you guys are virtual. Some people may be going to campus, but no matter what, you made the opportunity to better your lives. And for that, I salute you. You have literally my highest respect. Stick with it. Stick with it. Stick with it. Get as few student loans as possible, but stick with it. We want you to graduate from HCC, to matriculate in a 4-year university if you want to. But while you're doing it, we're going to show you how to make a little cash. And I just want to say thank you to HCC because this is like a really motivational topic. It's like cutting edge. I don't know many colleges that's educating their students about how to make money on the side while they're going to school. So I'm happy about that. So I have a question. Money. Who could use a little more of it? Like, okay, me. The people I can see they're raising their hands in the air. They wave like they just don't care. Oh, people in the chat like me. I need a Chick-fil-A raising prices. Okay, all of us. Erica says student life is the best. Thank you. So we all could use a little bit more money. How many of you, now this is a personal question, you got your stimmy and you got a little bit left that you can maybe flip for your side hustle? He's like, oh, you know what the stimmy is. Y'all act like y'all don't know, but you got a little stimulus, and you're like, how can I? Deborah knows. She's like, girl, I've been trying to think about how much vinyl I can buy. Can I keep somebody's cat? Evelyn over there thinking, man, what am I going to help my mama do? How can we make it? Everybody is thinking right now, how can I make my money stretch? Right? And so one of the things that you can do if you're thinking about a side hustle, you got to think about how much a little bit of money I can put aside so I can make more money. For me, that one bag of blow pops started a whole enterprise. And now I have a multi seven-figure enterprise, but I really attribute it to the one bag of blow pops that I bought in the second grade. That one bag of blow pops taught me how to enterprise, make my own money. I didn't have to ask for any money. I had the biggest basket on my bike. My little basket was full of treats. I could go to the store, buy whatever I wanted off of my little one bag of blow pop. And that's the power of a hustler that I want to tell you about today. So I have some goals. My goals for you today are really simple. And this is the teacher in me. Before I owned my own schools, I was a teacher, so I love teaching. Maybe ACC will invite me to be a professor one day. But I want to explore your need for a side hustle, right? Set your needs so you can set your expectation. I want to help you figure out what side hustle could work for you. What side hustle could work for you, considering your time, your lifestyle, whether you have kids or not, whether if you're an adult, well, all of you are adults, excuse me, whether you're grown, like with children, family, and a mortgage, you grown. All of the rest of you, you adults. If you're staying in your mama's house, you're staying with your auntie and them, you're still an adult. You're just not fully grown yet. I tell my 25-year-old this all the time. But no, how can that fit into your life? Because if you have children, your side hustle may need to look different. If you're married already, your side hustle may need to look different. If you're mobile and you can move around, something that works for me, who I kind of need to be a little bit closer to home right now, our hustles may not be the same. How many of you have a car, you can move around and you're mobile? Put car in the chat. How many of you have a family? Put family in the chat, right? Woo, child, and grown children, yes, I love it. My 25-year-old always tells me, Mom, I'm an adult, but I'm not grown. Basically, that means she still wants my help. Because I tell them, hey, if you're too grown to listen, baby, you need my help. The third thing I want to help you with is the next steps to taking your hustle to income, right? Those are the goals we have for today. Hopefully you like those goals. So who is Brandy Woods? Y'all like, who is this loud lady with this pink lipstick on? Who is she and where did they find her? And why have I not been to her classes before? Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. If someone was on the ones and twos, I would be like, let me introduce myself. My name is Brandy. But I'm just going to do it the regular way today. So my name is Brandy. I've been an entrepreneur since birth. I tell my mom, I rented your womb just so I could get here. That was my first job, right? Kicking. I was a good kicker, though. Oh, air horse. Woo, woo. Come on, Erica. I like Erica. So I think I come from a family of entrepreneurs. We can track entrepreneurship in my family all the way back to our first generation after slavery. So my great-great-grandfather was a slave, and out of slavery, he was given land. And in that land, he produced cattle, and he owned the first Black butcher shop in Baytown, Texas. My other grandfather owned a general store. And of course, their daughter and son got married. My grandmother became a world famous caterer and cake maker all the way back in the 30s and 40s. And then, of course, my parents became entrepreneurs. And here I am, also an entrepreneur. So it was something about the freedom of making our own money and controlling our own time that is kind of like in our blood. It's infused in our blood. I am a multi seven-figure business owner. And I'll tell you, I did not start that way. I started with that one bag of Low Pops for $1. So if I can start for $1, you can too. I've been a school administrator, I've been a principal, I've been an assistant superintendent, but that wasn't for me because I wanted to control my own time. So I opened a chain of daycares. We own 3 locations. I'm a publisher, I'm a best-selling author, I'm a speaker, as you can see, and I'm a thrill seeker. I like to zip line, I like to bungee jump. If it makes you almost have a heart attack, I like to do it. I like to get on a roller coaster. I steal my kids' hover thing. I do anything. I flip. I get on trampolines. I do anything that every adult tells you not to do. I'm a world traveler. I've been to several different countries. I've been to Africa. I've been to Europe. I've been to Asia. I have been to North America, South America, but I haven't been to Canada. How do you live in the connected North America and you don't get to Canada? I got to get to Canada, but I have been all over the world. I'm a mother of 6. Don't judge me. Please don't judge me. And now I'm a grandmother of 3. I have a granddaughter who's 2, one who's turning 1 next week, and then I have a 4-month-old granddaughter. So my life is full of fun, but I still find time to hustle. So I have a question for you. We have a big family. Our quarantine was like 20 strong. It was like, well, hey, like people can't invite us to Sunday dinner. We are Sunday dinner. Like just my family. We are Sunday dinner. So what is a side hustle? Drop me your definition of what you think a side hustle is in the chat. I mean, give it to me. What you think a side hustle is? Because for me, I like that extra income, ability to make extra income. That's always good. Making money without a 9 to 5, without a boss. Listen, when you work for yourself, though, you still work for crazy people because sometimes we're crazy. So just make sure that you're not a bad boss to yourself, right? Make sure you pay yourself. A way to make extra money, a legit business, creating multiple revenue streams. Come on, Erica, been in that economics class. Go, Erica. I love it. So here's my definition of a side hustle. What is a side hustle? It's a way to make money outside of your 9 to 5 job. It allows you to make more money that will give you the freedom to pursue your passions, buy things that you need or want, and lower your financial worries. How many of us have some financial worries? Or at the end of the month, we're out of money. You're like, it's more months, but where is the money? Oh, Lord, DB. I need to find a way to make some money, right? And I've had to have side hustles at several points in my career. It didn't even matter if I was getting a regular, healthy check. There were still things I needed to do, like pay down debt, pay childcare, or just take a vacation, those kind of things. Sometimes you can't do just with your regular job. So Forbes magazine, who respects Forbes? I was interviewed by Forbes magazine a few months ago. It was one of the highlights of my career. I asked them, could I have the cover? They said, not yet, B, not yet. So y'all just wait. I'll send out a mass text message and be like, yo, HCC, I hit Forbes. Anywho, there is no downside to a side hustle. There are only benefits to building more than one source of income. How many of you over a year ago now, could have ever imagining the world stopping? Now, I blame this on my sister cousin, Beyonce. Now, I never met her, and she don't know she's my cousin. But in one of her songs, she said, world stop. Like, literally, the whole world stopped last year. And we're trying to get to the carry on now. But if you didn't have a way of making money, like, literally, your income could have been snatched from you. This is one of the big things that should have told you, man, I should never, ever, ever, ever depend on one source of income. So I'm going to give you a little statistics on side hustles, right? First thing, 4 out of 10 people try to have a way to make money outside of their regular job. Are you one of the 4 out of 10? Because everybody, whether they're selling Mary Kay, whether they're selling tea, cutting yards, babysitting, making t-shirts, driving for Uber, whatever it is, having a part-time job, most people have a side hustle. And those of you who are grown and adults, normally $500 a month can change your whole financial situation. $500 a month is why most people go into bankruptcy. $500, literally. If someone told me right now today, I cannot come home without $500, I could do it. The question is, can you? Can you? Now, this statistic I didn't like. Where my men at on here? Y'all always trying to show out and stuff. On average, men earn 57 more from their side gigs than women. That's not cute. But I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why. Men price themselves differently and their products differently. So, ladies, when you're pricing yourself on your side hustle, know your worth and add tax, because the men definitely normally charge more for their side hustle gigs. And then 70% of side hustles are working to pay off their debt. And now I've done a class for HCC before about debt, but I always want you to know that pay off your debt as soon as you can. That's the only way that you can earn and keep your paycheck. Otherwise, you're just working to pay somebody else. And ain't nobody got time for that. Now, this is another statistic that I really enjoy. 72% of women kind of worry about their bills, only 68% of men. Now, 52% of women don't always pay their bills. Now, we got to do better. 45% of men, that's a lot of people. So that tells me the need for a side hustle is great. Here is some side hustle averages by hour. Men make an average of $14.23. So if you think about how much money you make and how much time you spend, if you just got an average, women make about $9.46. And then the hours that we work is about 13. So do you have an extra 13 hours or 10 hours or 20 hours that you can work on your side hustle? I hope you do, because I prepared some things for you that I think that would really help. Now, how much money do you want to make? That's a question that I want to answer in the chat. Money is relative to people's needs. Some people like, if I can make an extra $100 a week, I'm Gucci, right? My kids taught me that. Y'all still say that? I'm Gucci. So I'm Gucci if I can make extra $100 a week. Some people are like, no, I need to make like $400 or $500 a week, but I don't have a lot of time, you know? So how much money do you need to make a week? That's what I want you to do. Put it in the chat and make sure you send it to everyone. Jasmine says, I really need to make about $400 a week. Is that in your side hustle? Is that your total? $1,000, at least $250, $800, $150. Okay. Unlimited. I like this person. I need to offer them a job today. I like that. 500, 100 to 350. Some of the things that affect how much money we want to make in our side hustle is like, what's our normal expenses? What kind of responsibilities do we have, right? Somebody say, give me all the money. Not Starling, that's not nice. You need to learn how to share. We learned that in kindergarten. Take your share. Like, let's just say, give me all the money, but you can have some too. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, I'll take that. Erica says, unlimited. I copied and unashamed, going for the goal. Okay, I got you. So listen, when you decide how much money you want to make, then you can pick a hustle that makes sense for you. Because don't choose something that's only going to give you like $10 a week, or, you know, some people like, I do surveys online and I make like $10 a survey. Well, that wouldn't work for me, because I'm not spending an hour to answer a whole bunch of questions for $10, and I'm sure I'm not going to do that 20 times. But for some people, they love doing those surveys. You have to know what works for you. For me, if it's going to make sense, I need to at least make $1,000 a month on it. I feel like that's adequate. You know, even when I was selling Mary Kay, I would be out in the store wearing that lipstick so people can ask me what shade. This shade, $20. Like, I was ready for. Don't ask me what, get close to me. You smell my perfume. Got in the purse. Here's the bottle. I'm telling you, I was cold with it. But depending on how much you want to make, it will help you choose a side hustle that's really appropriate for you. Don't choose something that you don't like to do. So Here are some ideas about side hustles. The first thing you need to ask yourself, what am I good at? Like, if you know you can't cook, don't be out here selling cookies that's like hard as rocks. I need you to stop doing that. I need you to stop doing that. The other day, and listen, I'm one of those adventurous people. I eat from food trucks, street tacos. Like, I will buy tamales for people on their truck. Like, I buy barbecue stand. Like, it smell good. I'll be like, God, kiss it, never miss it. Yeah, I'll be like, no, I need a certain amount of germs. But I don't want to buy your tamales and they don't even stick together. Like, you know you couldn't cook that. You better stop. I don't want to buy your burnt barbecue. So you need to ask yourself, what do you love to do and what are you good at? If you cannot do hair and you cannot braid, please stop posting pictures of you of these braiding styles that you can't do. Next question I want you to ask yourself, what do I like to do? I have an aunt, God rest her soul, she passed away during COVID. This woman could clean a house in like literally 2 minutes. Like, she was gifted at it. And for her, it was also very soothing. Some people like paperwork. Some people like to type. I typed papers in college. I didn't say I wrote them because y'all not gonna get me caught up. Y'all not gonna get me caught up on here saying I wrote anybody's paper, but I typed them. I was great at it, right? I like to do it. I love to read. So what do you like to do? Do you like doing lawn service? Do you like doing hair? Do you like babysitting? I was the plug. Jasmine, you got me. You got me. What do people need? Like, I was at HCC and I did something and this girl was selling lashes. And she was like, listen, I know everybody don't have a car. I got these lashes. Like, I was like, girl, how much they cost? I bought me some $10 lashes. Now, I could have went to the beauty supply and spent a hot $3. But she had what I wanted right then. People will pay for what they need. When do you want to start? Right? Do you want to do something now? You want to do something just in the summer? You want to do stuff for just Christmas? Like, you can just decorate Christmas trees, do a Christmas time if that's what you love to do. Don't let me decorate your tree. I'm not good at that. How much time do you have? And then how much money do you have to invest? If you don't have money for products and supplies, you maybe need to choose a side hustle that doesn't cost a lot of money to start up. But maybe if you have $200 or $300, you're like, I could buy me a Cricut, I could buy a bottle. Okay, I have enough money to start a t-shirt business. Depending on like how much money you have is also going to control what kind of side hustle. Now, can y'all tell me how much money I had to start my side hustle? I just want to see if y'all listening. Okay, these are 12 side hustle ideas, $1. Erica's my girl. Chandler below poverty, right? That was me, y'all. So 12 side hustle ideas. Now I'm gonna give you some for students, and I'm gonna also give you some for those of you. I'm gonna say younger students, the younger male students, maybe you're 18 to 25, and then I'm gonna give you some maybe that if you're 25 to 75, that may be good for you. But remember, you're going back to those questions. What am I good at? What do people like? And what do people need? These are some of the questions that you want to ask. If you're having a good time, just give me a yes in the chat. If I'm talking too fast, just tell me to slow down. I talk a little fast, especially when I'm talking about money. I get excited. I'll be like, oh, I want some fatty. I love stacks. I love racks. I like fatty. I like rubber bands. I like all of those things. So I get really excited. So 12 types of side hustles. Drop shipping business. There's so many companies that you can drop ship from. That means you never ever touch the product, but you have a website, you sell their products, and they send them to the clients, but you make a commission, right? You can sign up on Amazon for your own Amazon store, and you can recommend products to people, and they pay you. There are a lot of drop shipping companies out there. You can do a drop ship t-shirt line, a drop ship mug line, a drop ship journal line. How do I know? Because I have it. You can have a storefront. This mug, I've never produced or touched this mug. My t-shirts, I've never produced or touched them, People order them and they go straight to their house because why? I don't keep inventory. Somebody say, shut the front door. This person is older than 20. No, they are. Erica, you have dated yourself. Tell me how old you are, and you are my sister. Number two, you can freelance. There are so many freelance sites. One of my favorite that I use all the time is Upwork. On Upwork, you can sign up to do things. On Fiverr, you can sign up to do things. Do you know you can get paid just for using your voice? Now, I don't have a pay for voice. Like, my voice is like a mix of a kid and a cat. So people don't pay me for my voice, they pay me for my knowledge. But there's some people that have really great voices for voiceovers. And people will pay you to record an answer machine message. Hi, this is Brandy. Thank you for calling. No, I couldn't do it. But people will pay you for any kind of freelance work. Those of you who like to make graphics, those of you who are great at editing, you can do all kinds of freelance work, taking photos, decorating, you name it. There are so many companies. Upwork and Fiverr are two of like service freelance companies that I know a lot about. But Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, all of those are also freelance, right? You work when you want to work. You're doing a service, and that's that. You can become an affiliate marketer. So this means there are companies that they want people to sell their stuff. Mary Kay, Avon. Oh, I don't know. What are some of the energy people? Ooh, the tea people, weight loss supplies. Oh my God, so many affiliate marketers. I think now Shein. What's the other one my daughter likes to buy from? Fashion Nova, Poshmark. Come on, Jasmine. Yes. All of these companies, you can get an affiliate link. They're lash companies, and you recommend their product. And when people buy, guess what? You get a little commission. Money, 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 money. Oh, money. Number four, you can launch a print on demand company. So for example, you can print t-shirts on demand, you can print journals on demand. I have 7 products on Amazon. I don't print them. I set them up in Canva. I actually sent them over to someone on Fiverr for $10, and they set it up for me. And now people buy it on Amazon. I never touch it, and Amazon prints on demand. You can start a blog, or a YouTube channel. How many of you blog or blog? Hey, Maddie, how many of you have a YouTube channel? Like, my daughters love YouTubers. Oh, Starlene has one. Maddie, I'm just to ask her because she's cool and I'm not. What's a famous YouTuber? Just anyone. Yeah. Or it could be a family. Oh, yeah. The Ace family. Have y'all ever heard of the Ace family? So Charlene says yes. So the Ace family, they started like doing videos about their life. And now, Chelsea said Ace family, they are number one. Okay, Maddie, we did good. Anybody y'all know Queen Naja? She started out with a YouTube channel. Now, she, I think, got nominated for an Emmy. Once you get so many YouTube, every time I saw that channel, once you get so many YouTube followers, YouTube pays you. And they do make money off of YouTube. I make money off of YouTube. The other thing about YouTube is you can sell products, especially once you get so many following. You can do reviews on items. People just like to be nosy. So this is something that I would not have even thought of 20 years ago when I was in college. Well, 25 years ago, y'all didn't have to do that. Y'all, I want to stay young. So 25 years ago, I didn't even have a cell phone, right? Think about how much you can do now just from your phone. You can sell information products, how to write a paper, how to pass a certain test that you passed, how to get your cosmetology license, how to bake a cake, how to. All of these things you can make money from. You can become an Instagram influencer. So go ahead and let's go to my Instagram, please. No, I'm serious. Pick up your phone. Are you watching on your phone? Okay, do it later. My Instagram is Brandy Woods.1908. Go ahead and check your girl out. Like, follow, please. Thank you. Brandy Woods.1908. Um, on Instagram, it's a great way to become an influencer. You can make money off your own products or other people's products. You can offer virtual assistant services. Do you know there are people that will pay you to read their email? There are people that will pay you to organize their files. There are people that will pay you to make phone calls. I pay people all the time to make phone calls. I send them a phone script, and literally, I will pay people to make phone calls. Like, I have a membership, or any of you guys like have memberships, or you a part of a membership, or you get a subscription box or anything like that every month. Like, I love subscription boxes, and I subscribe to two, but I have a subscription. Oh, Etsy, $12 for that makeup. I love it. See, I'm telling you, I'm with you. I have people call my clients all the time saying, thank you. This is the promotion going on, or customer service calls. You can literally do customer service for companies from your house. Airlines, Best Buy, all of these companies, they have virtual assistants, big companies, but there are also a lot of small businesses that have virtual assistants. If you can type, there are people that just want you to type letters or type emails. Like, if they may want you to do their Google Calendar and let them know when they have appointments. They may just want you to call and confirm appointments. People pay for all of this kind of stuff to make their life easier. For those of you who love photography, you can take pictures or you can sell your photography. Um, Stock photo companies love buying photography. You can sell a photo and then they can license that photo. You can get a part-time job. That's the latest of them all. But you can do it if you want to. Number 11, I love this one. You can be personal aid. You can be a caregiver. So baby boomers are the biggest population on this planet. And they need help doing simple things like going to the grocery store, cooking, making meals for them, getting their mail, taking them to the store. There's a lot of personal care jobs that you can work on your own time. Uber Eats, Lyft, all of these are like personal aid jobs. And then we talked about network marketing, where you sell. Gina says, "I'm a caregiver." Yay, Gina. Where you can, like, there's a company, they have products, and you can sell their host of products. Woo! That was a lot of money we just made, y'all. That was a lot of money. But guess what? All of these things are not for you. So you have to decide what is the one thing for you. So this is one, a graphic. They have a few other things like Uber, selling on eBay, Craigslist, I would say Amazon, delivering groceries with Instacart, tutoring. Oh, you can transcribe on Rev. Like, you listen to people talk and you type what they talk. People pay for that, y'all. People pay for anything. Sell your notes for class. Now, I didn't put that. I didn't put that. I'm sorry, Miss Regina. I didn't put that. Excuse me, ACC. I did not tell them to do that. Let's cross this one out. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. There's a website called TaskRabbit where people want jobs done that you can bid on. You can do a cleaning business, freelance on Upwork, freelance on Fiverr, mow lawns, collect bottles, resell textbooks, cut hair. Don't be cutting people hair if you don't know how to cut hair. Let me X that one out. How many of you were in band in high school? You can give music lessons, right? You can deliver for Postmates, Uber Eats, Grubhub, all of it. Baby, don't sleep on them collecting bottles, like recycle. These are all great student side hustles. Chelsea said, I've been missing out. So I want you to take a moment and I want you to think about, what are some side hustles that you think will really work for you? For me, teaching is my side hustle. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, my biggest side hustle in the world is teaching. So I teach other people how to run daycare. I have a group of over 2,000 people that paid to be in that group. I'm already running my daycare, but this is just extra money for me. It's my side hustle. Um, Another one of my side hustles is showing people how to set up businesses, right? It's something I love to do. Um, Side hustle can be cleaning up. Someone says her cousin cleans up most of her apartment complex, she makes more than $1,000 a week. I'm telling you, I, it's true. Like, not only can you clean people's homes, sometimes you may want to do that. Businesses love people to come and clean up over the weekend. Like, they love it. Especially since COVID, they have the need for that extra cleaning. So, y'all, what you think would be a good side hustle for you? Daniel says piano playing. Yes, and you can play the piano for church. You can get piano lessons. You can play the piano at the museum. You can play. Now they pay people to play the piano at the airport. I went to Hobby Airport. They had a band playing. I was like, this is cool. Right now, she says she does Poshmark and makes centerpieces. So, Chelsea, if you already make the centerpieces, why not do a sweets table? Why not learn how to dip them Oreos and those pretzel sticks and get you a few nice platters and like make it a whole thing? Reselling clothes and mugs. Come on. There's something for everybody that you have time to do. Some of you are really good people who people always come to you for advice, right? So why not open a group, do an advice club, like or give you advice on YouTube or go Facebook Live and then find products that you can recommend to your new audience. There's so many things that you can do as a side hustle. I still want some more ideas. There are like 38 of us on here, and I have like 2 ideas. The teacher in me is not happy. So I want you to post some more ideas of things that you can do for your side hustle, right? I want to see them. So let's talk about some actions. Some actions that we can do. Doing makeup, closet organizing. Ooh, I need that. I need that. Oh my God. I need someone to go through my closet objectively and be like, girl, that's soulful. Don't wear that no more. Girl, these shoes got a hole in it. Why are you keeping them? Like, I'm that person. I have 3 closets. So it's, I own a circuit and I can sell personalized items. Make me a cup. They call me the Millionaire Midwife. That's the name of my book. I would love a cup. Come on, I love personal things. Oh, Deborah says she enjoys making leather-bound journals and sketchbooks and satchels. I love that. Love that. She sells them in outdoor markets. That is awesome. People love custom-made things, especially for their kids. If you can make a tutu, if you can make a t-shirt, a hair bow, any of these things, people love it. Selling my teas and giving advice for teas and wellness. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tea parties, food recipes. I tutor. I can make chocolate favors for special occasions, baby showers, weddings. And now that people are not gathering, they want things that they can send to people. These are great. Okay, now the teacher in me is happy. So I need to move faster because believe it or not, our time is almost up and I have more slides. Woo. So this is the track that I want you to screenshot. The first thing you need to do is choose an idea. Bam, you got it. The next thing you need to do is see if it's feasible, like search the market. Some things you cannot do anymore just because of COVID, or it may not be safe. It may not be safe for you. Your schedule may not work with its time. So some things you are good at and that you like to do may not be feasible for a side hustle for you. And you got to make that decision. Planning, put together a plan of what you're going to do, right? I'm going to do this. So what do I need? How much am I going to charge? Formalities. And we're going to talk about this. Get the legals in place. I believe you should have a separate bank account for your side hustle. And I also believe that you should have a DBA. That way you can get some of the tax benefits I'm going to tell you about in just a second. Then you need to launch, right? The Deborah says, yes. Tell me how I can say. You want to launch. You want to tell people that you are now offering a service and then support. We want to make sure that you have a helping hand. So you may want to find a mentor or a friend or someone else that can help and support you, especially if your business starts to grow. Do y'all like my PowerPoint? Is it Bay or is it Bomb? It's Bay. I think it's Bay in this song. These colors are for you. Yes, Heather, they're for you too. And LaWanda, I see y'all out there. Catrice, Adriana, Alex, Fatima, Hey Vida, Daniel, Ebony, Jocelyn, Taylor, Tatiana. I see y'all. I love it. Hey, Erica, Sophia, Melba, Jasmine. Hey, Thai, Chelsea, Ariana. Okay. These are the things you need to do to make sure you set your side hustle up for success. Choose a name. Now, if you want to use your name, it can be Cakes by Heather. No problem. But choose a name. Heather said, I can't make the cake. I don't know where she got that from. But choose a name for your business. It doesn't matter if you're Ubering. Now you are the Josephine Express. I don't care. Choose yourself a name. Get a DBA. It costs $15. The reason why I want you to get a DBA, I don't think for a side hustle you necessarily need an LLC. You can talk to a CPA or an accountant if you start making, a lot of money and you want to see if that's right for you. But getting a DBA allows you to work under another name legally. So you can open a bank account under, Brandy's Consulting. It doesn't have to be Brandy Woods. And people can write a check to Brandy Consulting, right? So getting that DBA helps you become official. In some companies, if you sell products for them, they'll ask you, what are you doing business as? That's what the DBA means. How are you doing business? What name are you doing business as? Set up a separate email. How many of you, your email box has got 10,000 unread emails? 20,000. 30,000. Deborah says, is she looking at my computer? 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000. Right. We got too many emails in our personal email to be having our business emails go there. So you may want to set up some things like, because you signed up for Foot Locker, Bath and Body Works, that one t-shirt store you went to one time, and they said you can get 5% off and we can get your email. Unsubscribe from all of that trash. But for your side hustle, get a separate email so it can be lean and clean, and you don't have to really worry about missing important messages. Set up a separate bank account. Some places will set up a bank account for you for free, gratis, FREE, and some will make you put at least $25 in there. And then keep track of your expenses. This is free. QuickBooks Online has something free, or you can get an old school tablet. And I don't mean an electronic tablet. I mean something like this, paper. When you buy something, write it down, attach the receipt. When you sell something, write it down. But the reason why you want to keep track of your expenses is because the federal government actually rewards people for making extra money in the form of tax credits. So we want you to be able to get those. But with our records, it didn't happen. Nothing happens without documentation. They don't care if you say you spend $100 in your business and you want to write it off. If you can't prove it, it didn't happen. There's a song called It Wasn't Me. Oh, it wasn't me. Yep, it wasn't you if you don't have a record of it. So you want to keep track. The next thing is you want to make sure it's making money. How do you know if it's making money? How much money do you make? Minus how much money do you spend equals your profit. This is how much money you have left. You don't want a side hustle if it's not paying you. That's a side scam. Okay? Or a side sham. If you're not making money, you're not hustling, you're just tired. Okay? We don't want you to be tired or broke. So you want to look at how much money can I make? How much money do I have to spend? Because what I have in purple is my profit, and we want profit. Here's some perks of having a side hustle. You can, many expenses are tax deductible, like your cell phone usage, maybe some of your gas and your car repairs, maybe a portion of your apartment or your home. If you pay someone to help you, even if it's a cousin or a family member, even if they're not full-time, you can maybe deduct that expense. So there's some wonderful deductions. And I'm going to tell you, talk to a tax preparer or an accountant even before you start and be like, what are some things I can deduct so I can make sure I keep good record? And there's a lot of YouTube videos about it. That's not what this is about today, so I don't have time to stay there. Cash on demand. When you have a side hustle, if you broke 1 hour, you can be rich the next, or at least comfortable. Or at least you can make enough to get a 4-for-4 at the Wendy's. I mean, come on, you can do it. So being able to make cash on demand If I can sell something, do something, I can control when I make money, not a pay schedule from a job, right? You can control your time. When you have a lot of schoolwork or family commitments, don't do the side hustle. But those times when you have extra time and energy, then this is the time to press the gas and make some cash. All right. So here are ways you can promote your side hustle. You can sign up for freelance websites like Fiverr, Upwork, Freelance, Uber, Postmates, Grubhub. You can sign up. You can talk to people and you can actually tell them what you do. Yay! I don't know how people have a business and they don't want to tell nobody. You can't make no money if you don't open up your mouth. But you got to tell somebody. And then the mighty social media. You can snap it, you can TikTok it, you can gram it, you can Facebook it, you can tweet it. Just get it out there. This is what you're doing. So I want to give you 3 examples of side hustles and how you can make, $1,000 or less. I didn't want to do something like you can make $10,000. I wanted to give you some things that you can do. Like somebody said they had a Cricut, so that means they can make T-shirts, vinyl shirts, and maybe you can buy the shirt for $3 or $4. The vinyl, it really doesn't cost $10 to make a shirt, but I like to use nice numbers. Maybe it costs you about $10 to make it. This shirt saves lives. Let it save your life. But you sell your shirts for $25. How many of y'all get custom shirts when it's time for your kid's birthday party? Or you got a boyfriend, you want everybody to know that he's yours. You be like, he's mine. And you put like on his, I'm his. Y'all both lying. It's okay. Everybody want these shirts. Sell them. Instead of buying them, $25 is about average for a custom shirt. If you sold 50 a month, they can make $750 after expenses. This is your profit number. And sometimes you can sell them to groups, like for birthday parties, you can have a minimum of 5. But if you have a Cricut, you can now have a T-shirt business. That's a product example. Here is a freelance example. Let's just say that you want to drive for Uber or Lyft. The average driver makes about $15 an hour, but after insurance and gas, they say it's about $11.93. So I put 12. So the average person makes 16. Your cost per hour is 4. Let's say you have 80 hours a month you can drive. This is without tips. You can make an extra $960. If you're nice and friendly, you probably can make a lot more than that. Same thing with waitressing. Yay, Jasmine, you're so welcome. So this is a way that you can make about $1,000. Now, for those of you who like to clean up, you can charge about $100 per apartment. For a house, you need to charge more. But anywho, I'm not gonna set your prices because I'm not getting paid to do that. But let's just say an average house takes apartment takes 3 to 4 hours to clean. Most people charge about $75 to $150. So I put it in the middle at $100. And maybe for your cleaning supplies, you're going to spend about $10 because now people dispose of a lot of things. They don't use the same towels in other houses. You can make a profit of $90 per house. What if you just had 12 houses a month you went to, or 6 houses and you went to them twice a month? This is how somebody's friend is making $1,000 a week. If I could do 12 a week, I can make $1,000 every week, but maybe you don't have time to do that. But maybe you want to get you 6 good customers and you go to their house twice a month. And you can make, about $90 per house. This is another way doing a service-based business. So, what side hustle is right for you? I don't know, but I do want you to have one because I want you to be able to control your time and your money. And my time is up exactly. I have 60 seconds. I use my whole hour, but I have time for Q&A because I definitely want you to ask questions and I want to answer them for you. So I'm not sure how we're going to do the questions. Regina, are you doing them or is someone else doing them?
I am available for that. So, students, if you guys want to drop your questions in the chat, I can present them verbally to Miss Woods.
Yay. And definitely also in the chat, along with your questions, if you got any aha moments or ideas, drop them too, because I would love to read those.
So someone is asking, how does the t-shirt business, how does that work?
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing so I can see everyone. So I'm not an expert in the t-shirt business, but I know that there are some things that you have to have. You probably need a circuit or something that cuts vinyl and a heat press. That's the cheapest way to do it because a screen printer, that thing is expensive. You can probably set yourself up with a t-shirt business. I'm gonna say between $100 and $150 really, really easy. Someone here says you also need like a software to make the design. You can use a free software called Canva. But there are, when I say tons of YouTube videos about t-shirt, I'm telling you, t-shirt making, there are tons. You can also make masks. You can buy the mask already made and customize them. But when I tell you there are literally millions, millions of videos. There are millions and millions of videos. All right. Next question.
I see a question in the chat. Where can I sign up to answer phone calls and emails?
So I would sign up on Upwork for one. It's upwork.com, but you can Google companies that do inbound calls. And there's several companies. So what I don't really want to promote one company because I don't work for them and I want you to do your due diligence. But Upwork is a company that I use all the time, and Fiverr. You can post your capabilities and people go on there and we call them gigs. Like sometimes I'll look for a person who can make phone calls, 100 phone calls for me. And then I'll tell them, hey, I will pay you $50 to make 100 phone courtesy calls. And for this amount of time, if you go over this time, I'll pay you more. And they can accept the job or not accept the job. On there, you can also say you'll write a resume. You can say that you'll edit a paper, all of these things, and you can set your price. They pay a deposit, and when the work is done, they pay the rest. But Upwork makes sure that that person is able to pay. So you don't have to worry about if somebody's going to scam you. Same thing with Fiverr. And Fiverr is Fiverr, no, Fiverr is two R's. Fiverr is another place like that where, like, if you're good at graphic design, that you can design a t-shirt, design graphics, do a voiceover. Like, just go to those websites. People look for people to do crazy stuff. Like, can you read this book out loud? What? You gonna pay me to read a book? Can you translate something in Spanish? If there's anyone on here that's bilingual, and I don't care what language that is, they have to be Spanish. It can be Portuguese, Vietnamese. Like literally, there's so many gigs for people to translate from a different language.
Thank you. And I do have a comment in the chat. It says that they don't have a question, but they just started reading the book named Essentialism by Greg McCallan. And that basically helps the reader to find their purpose. That's a comment. And then I have someone who just put stock market question mark.
Okay, so listen, stock market, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, stock options, I know all about it, but it has a measure of risk, okay? And so I'm gonna say, if you're doing it as a side hustle, get some formal training. I've made money in the stock market. I've lost money in the stock market. Like I've made money with cryptocurrency. I've lost money with cryptocurrency. So you want to make sure when you're doing anything that's financial or securities that you get the proper training and that you also know your risk tolerance because there are people out here telling you to do something that they may not even be doing themselves. So make sure you vet the information and where it's coming from. And what I will say is don't freely give your money to people without understanding what you are investing in and doing because there are a lot of scammers out there. Okay.
Thank you. And a couple more questions. How do you make your money work for you?
So one of the ways you make your money work for you, which makes me want to do the other class that I do for you guys. One of the ways that you make your money work for you is you don't spend it all. That's the first way. Most people, they take their check and they take out all of their expenses first, and then they say, I do not believe in that. When I get my money, I pay myself first. I put money up for myself first, and then I decide how much money I can live off of. That's how I set my budget. And then I'm always having some money to fall back on. The second way that you can make money work for you is, please, whatever you do, make sure that if you're trading dollars per hour, make sure you have a job that pays you enough to make it worth your while. And if not, continue to level up. Like, I don't care if you work in fast food, but like I told my daughter, if you're gonna work in fast food, I need you to go and be my pleasure at Chick-fil-A. Why? Because Chick-fil-A starts at $12 an hour, while Taco Bell and McDonald's starts at $8 an hour. Now, I don't knock McDonald's. I was a shift leader. I used to put the biscuits in the oven in the morning. I used to put butter on them things. I'm good. But if I would have known what I know then, I would have always kept looking for a job that paid me more money so my money could stretch farther. So having a good budget, saving from the beginning, and then making sure what money you are making, you're making more of it, is always a plus.
Thank you. And it looks like our last question in the chat is, how can I learn more about drop shipping?
Okay, so Amazon is like the biggest company in the world, right? They may be the biggest company in the universe. It's slated that they will own more real estate and more vehicles than any other company in the next 5 years. So for those of you who don't know, Amazon is a product company, but they don't make not one product. Amazon itself makes nothing. Do you hear me? But they make millions of dollars a minute. It hurts me to say it, a minute. But they have drop shipping programs. You can also YouTube drop shipping companies, because they're massive. They're t-shirt companies you can drop ship from, journal companies, cup companies, business promotional items. There's so many. I would go to the mighty YouTube and look up reputable drop shipping companies, but I would look into Amazon's program as well. Printify has a drop shipping company. Amazon has bought up a lot of the print on demand companies with their KDP. It's the Amazon publishing company. They bought up a lot of the smaller print companies. But you can drop ship masks, cleaning supplies, all of these things. But you need to find a company that works for you and gives you the appropriate commission.
And it looks like we have one more question that came through the chat. It says, what side hustles are good for people who know several languages?
One, live translation. And if you know sign language, that is still a language. You can do live translation for companies. A lot of times they want to be able to translate. However, they don't have anyone who could do it. And you can sign up to be a translator. You can also translate print. Which means that they send you a letter in English and you transfer that into other languages. Fiverr is great for that. If you are a linguist and you like really fluent, there are like tour companies, like they'll have people come from other countries and they need a translator. There are all kind of benefits. Churches that are growing to multilingual churches, they also, school districts, they hire translators. If you're bilingual, not only can you freelance translate, but you should also always ask for more money at the job you're working, because they're going to use those skills with or without your permission. You know, they're just going to say, hey, can you help me with this customer? So if you're bilingual or trilingual, I will always ask for more money at the job that I'm trying to get or I'm employed at.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all of this wonderful information. If you guys, as I close, if you guys want to drop any, aha moments or thank Miss Mrs. Woods, feel free to drop that in the chat now as I conclude. So thank you again so much. This was great information, and I could see from the chat that our students were very engaged, enjoyed it, and it was very informative. So again, thank you.
Yay, and guys, if y'all love me, keep bugging and be like, bring the loud lady back.
Every semester we try to find a way, and hopefully we'll get back to the norms or somewhat of our new normal next semester, and see what that looks like. But we definitely always keep you in mind, and we always figure out a way to bring you back.
Awesome. And then I'm going to email you guys. I'll email it to Ashley, and you're free to share with your students. I have a 100 days journal that you guys can have. It's digital. That way, if you are looking to start a side hustle, you can track your journey over the next 100 days. So I would love to give you guys that as a free gift.
That is so great. And Mrs. Woods, I'll be reaching out to you. I'll shoot you an email right after this event to discuss that. So for everyone else, we do have again, this is Financial Literacy Week. So we had a credit workshop yesterday. Today is side hustles. And on Saturday, we do have a budgeting event as well. So definitely be on the lookout. I see that our student life coordinator from Southwest has kindly dropped the information for the events page in the chat. So just be on the lookout for that. And we will have the playback of this event available via our Student Life YouTube channel. So that should be up within the next couple of days. If you are attending this event and you're here for Eagle Points, your Eagle Points will be added to your profile within 2 business days. And that is going to conclude our event. So thank you again so much, Mrs. Woods. This was great information, and we definitely appreciate you. And thank you to all of our students who have joined today.
Thank you.
Bye.